Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw as we are coming off the heels of the Royal Rumble and now we are heading towards WrestleMania as tonight's Monday Night Raw comes to you live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As we kick off Monday Night Raw tonight with John Cena. Of course, John Cena, we don't know where he's going after his Royal Rumble loss to Brock Lesnar. And of course, we're going to start asking questions now about what is John Cena doing going into WrestleMania season. And of course, John Cena didn't stand a chance against Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. I mean, things hasn't gone well for Cena since his Bad Blood title loss. But can he turn things around, considering we are inching a new season of 2K26? We're going to have to wait and see. As you can tell, John Cena doing his stuff, and of course, they will be in Elimination Chamber qualifying matches going down here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, here on Raw tonight. And of course, John Cena doing his old gag. So without further delay, let's see what John Cena's got to say 48 hours after his Rumble loss to Brock Lesnar. See, obviously, I came out here tonight, but I think I gotta get this off my chest. And I know what I'm about to say could end up hurting all of you. Of course, over the last year, I was able to accomplish a lot. And of course, I won the World Heavyweight Championship. I turned heel. I had some great matches. And I did a lot of things over the last year, and even being in the main event scene. And of course, I've stated a number of times that if I was still the champion by the time my time was up, it was not to ruin wrestling. And of course, I love wrestling. But what I'm about to say could end up shocking you. Of course, I've been in this business for the last 14 years. For the last 24 years. For the last 24 years. And I think it's time for me to wrap up my career. When I say, here tonight, I am announcing that I will be retiring. And that my final match here in WWE, my last match, will take place at the first 2K26 PLE, known as WrestleMania. I know you don't want me to retire, but I figure it's time for me to wrap up my career. I know it pains you, but because, let it all be known, we had an incredible ride. But because I was able to get to the top, and now, I think you're all gonna have to find somewhere to land when I'm not here anymore. So John Cena is announcing that he will be retiring and that his last match will be taking place at WrestleMania. It is pretty controversial to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight. As you can tell, John Cena is not ready to say goodbye, considering he'll be saying goodbye. And of course, John Cena, look inside. Wait a minute! Go for Cena! He's attacking John Cena! He's got that slipper on the blind! Because Gunther's from SmackDown! And he's laying waste to John Cena here on Raw tonight. Has Gunther laid waste to John Cena here on Raw tonight. I'll see you at Mania. So it seems that Gunther is throwing out a challenge to wrestle John Cena in his last match at WrestleMania. As that is a surprise way to kick off Monday Night Raw here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana here tonight. As of course you can tell, those Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. And of course one of them is kicking us off here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw, as AJ Styles will take on Carmelo Hayes. And the winner qualifies for the men's Elimination Chamber match. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Elimination Chamber qualifying matches going down here on tonight's show. But anyways, with AJ and Hayes, who will be the first guy to qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match. We'll find out as that match will kick off Monday Night Raw as far as a wrestling aspect goes. And that will take place up next here on Raw. Of course, I am speechless about what we saw to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But now we are getting ready for an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, as it is AJ Styles versus Carmelo Hayes. And of course, we do have the main event of CM Punk versus Shinsuke Nakamura coming up later tonight. And of course, AJ Styles may have come up short in the Royal Rumble, but of course now, and of course we do not know what is going to be on the line in the men's chamber match. Of course, Braun Breaker and AJ Lee, of course, who both won their respective Rumbles, has got to make their decisions, and they're going to reveal it later here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And of course, what do you think they'll be fighting for at WrestleMania? And of course, we don't know yet. We're going to have to wait till later on. Out next is Carmelo Hayes. And of course, Carmelo Hayes is looking to get himself into the men's chamber match for the second year in a row. Of course, AJ Styles, he was in last year's chamber match for a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. And this was right after Sami won the Royal Rumble to challenge Kevin Owens at Mania for the belt. As what is on Carmelo Hayes' mind here is him and Styles are battling it out for a spot in the chamber. So without further delay, who will be the first man to qualify for the men's chamber match? Match begins. Oh, here we go. Styles dominating Carmelo Hayes right now. Kick by AJ Styles. Reversal done by Carmelo Hayes. Drop kick there. Carmelo Hayes figured him out. Springboard moves. Springboard maneuver there. I don't know what AJ was doing for a minute. Hayes bringing it to AJ Styles. German suplex. Oh, AJ Styles. Here we go with the calf crusher. AJ, uh-oh. Come on, he's removing the top rope pad. I mean the turnbuckle pad. Uh-oh. Sucker punch connects and phenomenal form connects. Here we go for the pin. AJ to qualify for the chamber. No! He's got a lot of work to do in order to get his spot to the Elimination Chamber. And of course, keep in mind, this year there will be a cross-branded Elimination Chamber match. It's not going to be the brand exclusive chamber matches. like they were in the last couple of years. DDT there by Kamala Hayes. What is Kamala Hayes thinking about? Reversal there by AJ Styles. Uh-oh, he's gonna go for it at ringside. AJ changed his mind. Remember, because this is, of course, the winner of the chamber match gets to go into WrestleMania. As of course, we don't know what champion that the winner of this chamber match is gonna get. It all depends who is Braun Breaker gonna pick. As we're getting to an 8 count, Kamala should make it back to the ring. And he does. Oh no, that was a bad timing. And this could give Kamala Hayes a victory over the former WWE champion. Uh-oh! AJ Styles called Kamala Hayes off guard. Styles Clash connects as Styles looking to punch his ticket to the chamber. And he does, as AJ Styles is the first participant in the men's Elimination Chamber match at Elimination Chamber on January 1st. On January 31st. Good match between both men. We all thought Hayes was going to get the job done, considering AJ Styles got some offense here. I mean, a lot. And Hayes barely got a little. But of course, with all that, AJ Styles is going to the Elimination Chamber, as who will be joining AJ? We'll have to wait in our main event later tonight. As crowd is certainly not happy with AJ's victory over Kamala Hayes. I don't know why. It's a good match between both men. The next time we're going to be on PLE on YouTube will be on January 31st, which is the Elimination Chamber event, the final PLE of WWE 2K25. As of course we are getting geared up for a new era in WWE 2K26, which is coming up in March. And of course you do not want to miss the Elimination Chamber that comes your way on January 31st on YouTube. As we're back live here on Monday Night War, as AJ Lee is making a forced war appearance in a very long time. That's right, AJ Lee is back. And of course, with AJ Lee, after AJ Lee won the Royal Rumble, this means she gets to pick who will she be facing at WrestleMania. Will it be Bianca Belair or Stephanie McMahon? We'll have to wait and see. And of course, it's unreal to see AJ Lee back in the WWE in 11 years, if you will. I mean, the last time we saw her was when she had her retirement match at the 2K16 SummerSlam event. And now she's back, 10 years later. So without further delay, let's see what AJ Lee has to say. AKA, who will AJ Lee be facing at WrestleMania? I know it still feels unreal to be back in the square circle 10 years after my retirement match at SummerSlam in 2K16. Now fast forward to now, I won the Women's Royal Rumble and I'm now going to WrestleMania. But the question everyone is asking is, who will I be facing at WrestleMania? Will it be Stephanie McMahon, who is the Women's World Champion and has yet to take a pinfall loss since she arrived on the scenes back at King and Queen of the Ring last summer? Or do I pick Bianca Belair, who of course cashed in at SummerSlam? And for everyone's information, I think it's clear. My WrestleMania opponent will be none other than Stephanie McMahon. Holy hell! So it seems as though AJ Lee has picked Stephanie McMahon as her WrestleMania opponent. The question is, will AJ Lee be walking into Las Vegas and walking out as the new Women's World Champion, or will Stephanie McMahon ruin AJ Lee's hopes of carrying the women's title for the first time in a long time in her career. We'll have to wait and see at the 2K26 WrestleMania event. And as AJ Lee versus Stephanie McCurt is on for the grandest stage of them all. Without further delay, let's take a look at what else is going on here on Raw tonight in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Speaking of WrestleMania decisions, we have another Royal Rumble winner from last Saturday who's going to make his decision later tonight. And that is the winner of the men's Royal Rumble in Braun Breaker. Because we'll find out what champion will Braun Breaker be facing at WrestleMania. Will it be the World Heavyweight or the WWE Championship? We'll wait to see what Braun Breaker has in store for us later on tonight here on Raw. And of course, we do have a Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match going down later on tonight as Lyra Valkyria takes on Via Hell, where the winner will qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. As who will be going to the chamber, we'll find out as Lyra Valkyria meets Via Hell in a Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match that takes place on Raw here tonight in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As for our main event tonight, we have another Men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and it is CM Punk versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And of course, the winner of this match will join AJ Styles in the Men's Elimination Chamber match. And of course, who will join Styles? Will it be Punk or Nakamura? We'll wait and see, as that will be taking place later on here in our main event here on Raw tonight. And of course, we are now getting ready for tag team action, and it is the New Day versus LWO's Rocky Wilder and Cruz del Toro. Alright, of course, we don't know what's going on with the tag team title scene. Considering we still don't know when we're getting a rematch between the Body City Machine Guns and the War Raiders after what transpired at Bad Blood. And of course, who do you got walking away with the win here? The New Day or the LWO? We're going to wait and see. And of course, there they are, the LWO. And of course, you can see what could be on the LWO's mind here. And of course, who do you got walking away with the win? Well, let's get into this match here. Match begins. Hooks the leg. Of course, there will be some qualifying matches taking place on this coming Friday's edition of Friday Night SmackDown. And of course, we will have Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, Obafemi versus Jacob Fatu. And of course, that's going to be taking place this Friday on SmackDown, as the winner joins AJ Styles, the winner of the Nakamura versus CM Punk match. We have it our main event tonight. Oh. Has Rocky Wilder doing damage on Kofi Kingston at ringside. And the WWE secures the count-out win over the New Day. Decent match here as regards the LWO. I mean, they've been pretty much jobbers throughout the entire series. So of course a win like that could maybe get them back on the right track. And of course they get the win here on Raw tonight. The next time we're going to be on PLE on YouTube will be on January 31st, which is the Elimination Chamber event, the final PLE of WWE 2K25. As of course we are getting geared up for a new era in WWE 2K26, which is coming up in March. And of course you do not want to miss the Elimination Chamber that comes your way on January 31st on YouTube. As we're back live here on Monday Night Raw, as Braun Breaker is now getting ready to make his WrestleMania decision about which world champion he'll be fighting for. Will it be Aleister Black's World Heavyweight Champion or Roman Reigns' WWE Championship? We're going to find out. Of course, Braun Breaker is of course coming off the Royal Rumble win. And of course, what is on Braun Breaker's mind when it comes to him having to make this decision here? Of course, we all know everybody was thinking that Braun was going to be in the main event scene once he lost the IC title. And of course, he just did that back at SummerSlam. So, without further delay, who is Braun Breaker going to be facing at WrestleMania? Will it be Aleister Black or will it be Roman Reigns? Let's find out. And of course, it is great to be here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But now, it's time for me to make my choice about who will I be facing at WrestleMania. Of course, you got Aleister Black, who of course, that's the guy who I handed his first loss back in the summer of last year. Of course, and that was before his inevitable cash-in at Bad Blood. Then there's Roman Reigns, who of course I've shared the ring with multiple times. And I believe that was during our time over on SmackDown, both 2 years ago. When we were feuding with each other going into a match at Clash at the Castle. And then we had a little match back in 2023 when we were on SmackDown. So of course I've had some history with chasing gold. And of course, during my stint over on SmackDown, I was unsuccessful at becoming the WWE Champion. Whether that was when Cody Rhodes was the champion, or me trying to get a shot when CM Punk was the champion. And of course, I haven't even sniffed the world title ever since my move over to the Red Brand. Of course, I may have been mixing it up with the main event talent. But now I am challenging for the World Championship. So therefore, my decision of which champion will I be facing at WrestleMania will be Aleister Black. Aleister Black, you may be the most dominant figure here on Monday Night Raw. However, your time as World Heavyweight Champion will be ending at the first PLE of 2K26 at WrestleMania. You and me, Aleister Black, at the first show of 2K26, WrestleMania, for the World Heavyweight Championship. So it seems that Braun Breaker selected Aleister Black as his WrestleMania opponent. And of course, we do have confirmation now that after AJ Lee selected Stephanie McCur and Braun Breaker selected Aleister Black. This means the Women's Elimination Chamber match will be for the winner to challenge Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship and the Men's Elimination Chamber to determine who will face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for their respective titles. And of course, Braun Breaker and Aleister Black Part 2 is on for WrestleMania. The question is, will Braun Breaker hand Aleister Black another loss like he did back in the summer of last year, or will Aleister Black get his lick back and get his win over Braun Breaker? We'll find out at WrestleMania, the first PLE of 2K26. And of course, speaking of the Elimination Chamber match, coming up next we have a Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and that is Lyra Valkyria versus Thea Hell. The question is, who will be the first woman to qualify for the WWE Women's Championship #1 Contenders Elimination Chamber match at Elimination Chamber on January 31st? We'll find out as the qualification match takes place up next here on Raw. As we are getting ready for a Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and it is going to be Lyra Valkyria versus Thea Hell. Of course, to say Thea Hell, that was a meme all over the place last year when she was trying to get herself in the women's title hunt. And now she's going to have a chance to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match for a WWE Women's Championship match at WrestleMania, considering AJ Lee is now challenging Stephanie McMahon for a championship. Of course, Elimination Chamber right now, after some huge announcements that the two chamber matches are reserved to find Roman Reigns and Bianca Belair an opponent for the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. But of course, who will be the first woman to qualify for the Women's Chamber match? And out next is Thea Hell. Thea Hell, of course, was a meme in WWE in Universe mode last year. But constantly trying to get a shot at the Women's Championship from Stephanie McMahon, but unfortunately, there was too much adversity for the promising start in the women's division here in WWE. Thea Hell. And because Thea Hell is pumped, and because she's looking to do everything to get a shot at Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. And of course she's got to win this qualification match. And then of course she's got to go through the annual chamber match in order to make it happen. So of course, Lyra Valkyria, Thea Hell on Raw tonight. Of course, Lyra Valkyria did have a shot at the WWE Women's Championship last year. And it was against Liv Morgan. I believe it was back at the Backlash pay-per-view, at the Backlash show. Unfortunately, she didn't get the job done. But of course, now she's on the Raw brand, trying to contend. For the WWE, what is Lyra Valkyria being thinking about? Oh, bad, things didn't go right for Lyra Valkyria. You can all thank Thea Hell for that. And of course, so far, the Elimination Chamber is looking like an all-timer. Of course, based on the announcement that Roman Reigns and Bianca Belair's next challenges will be determined inside the structure. Has chain wrestling? And of course, we will have more Elimination Chamber qualifying matches next week here on Monday Night Raw. And of course, Oh, via hell. Oh, Lyra Valkyria. And via hell doing missed spots. Lyra gets back to the ring. We don't know what Lyra Valkyria was thinking about. Has Via Hell getting the best out of Lyra Valkyria here in this match tonight. Has Via Hell bringing it to Lyra Valkyria. As we're getting to a 6 count. Lyra gets back into the ring eventually. Via Hell going for the pin. Kick out. As, this doesn't bode well for Lyra Valkyria. Here we go. Kick out. Let's kick out there. There's Via Hell. Of course, trying to earn a spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. There goes, she's got to get through Lyra Valkyria tonight. There's Lyra trying to get some offense after Via Hell's pretty much dominated majority of this match. And then we go for the pin, kick out by Via Hell. Via Hell, of course, is trying to do everything to go to the chamber. Can she do that? Because she's in the ring with a woman that once had an undefeated streak. All that was shattered in 2024. And that is Lyra Valkyria. Because this was after her loss to Jade Cargill back at King of the Ring. Because she would mix it up with Jade, and then she would ultimately fall down the card after the War Games match. As here we go for the pin. Lyra going for the pin. Lyra gets the win, meaning Lyra qualifies for the chamber. It's said to be Via Hell. Because Via Hell, because She's getting pushed. It's a big spotlight, but she ultimately can't get a shot at the big time. Can that ever happen? I don't know. But it goes. Good match here. And of course, Lyra goes to the chamber. But the question is, who will join her? We'll have to wait and see. It's a good match between both ladies as Lyra Valkyria advances to the women's elimination chamber. Question is, who's going to join her? We'll have to wait and see in the next coming weeks, going into January 31st at the chamber, as Lyra Valkyria is going to the elimination chamber. As you can see, coming up next here on Raw, it is now time for the main event as CM Punk goes one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura. The question is, who will join AJ Styles in the men's elimination chamber match for a WWE Championship opportunity at WrestleMania? We'll find out as CM Punk and Shinsuke Nakamura will battle it out in our main event tonight to determine who joins AJ Styles in the WWE Championship elimination chamber match. Number 1 contenders, by the way. And that main event takes place up next here on Raw.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As it is now time for the main event, CM Punk versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Who is going to join AJ Styles in the men's elimination chamber match at Elimination Chamber. And of course, CM Punk may have not had a fair performance in the Royal Rumble, but of course there's another chance for him to get... And of course, CM Punk, he's all fired up here. And of course, Punk did wrestle Brock Lesnar at the Chamber last year. And of course, when he was defending the WWE Championship. And now, he's got a chance to qualify for the men's Chamber match. And maybe revisit his feud with Roman Reigns. Of course, him and Roman had the feud of the year back in 2024. And of course, it all started when Reigns demanded for a surprise opponent at SummerSlam. And then he got it in the returning CM Punk. And then of course, him and Roman would have some matches. The rematch on the following SmackDown, they would wrestle again at Night of Champions. Then they wrestled in the King of the Ring tournament, and then they had one more match inside Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood. And now, there could be a chance for them to revisit. But of course, the only way that needs to be done is if Punk beats Shinsuke here to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. You can tell the crowd is big on Shinsuke Nakamura here. And because Nakamura, I mean, he did pretty much nothing on SmackDown other than challenging for Ricky Saints' United States Championship, but he was unsuccessful in his attempts at winning the championship. And now and then of course he was transferred over to Monday Night Raw after Roman Reigns was traded over to SmackDown. So without further delay, who will join AJ Styles in the Elimination Chamber? Let's find out. As you can tell, Baton Rouge, Louisiana is chanting CM Punk as they want Punk in the chamber match to revisit history with AJ Styles. As CM Punk with the reversal there. CM Punk wasting no time. CM Punk bringing it up to Shinsuke Nakamura here. Oh, Nakamura finds his way to get back to his feet. As Nakamura prevents whatever CM Punk was thinking about doing. CM Punk, as he knocks Nakamura out. Punk trying to go to the top. Elbow drop. Oh, well, that was a terrible looking elbow drop. Probably because Nakamura was not at the right spot. As you can tell, oh, Nakamura reverses. As Punk is trying to do everything to get the victory here. Did he get it off properly this time? I think he did. Well, that was a terrible timing as well. GTS connects. As could this be enough after one GTS to get CM Punk to the Elimination Chamber? Kick out. Well, of course, Punk has to do more work to Nakamura in order to join AJ Styles in the upcoming WWE Championship Double Contenders Elimination Chamber match. Of course, with Shinsuke Nakamura when it comes to him challenging for the WWE Championship. Of course, he did have a shot against Cody Rhodes in 2024 at the 2024 King of the Ring event. Of course, that was the night CM Punk also won the tournament. Uh-oh. Nakamura with the reversal there. And Shinsuke Nakamura, what is he thinking about doing to CM Punk? Punk gets back to the ring. Nakamura, what is he thinking about doing? Uh-oh! Nakamura didn't attempt to play for this! Uh-oh! Nakamura! Back-to-back reversals for both men. Uh-oh, here we go with the Anaconda Vice. Well, that didn't go well, because it was put in a rope break. Uh-oh, there's such an end roll. Could this be it for Shinsuke? GTS connects. Here we go. We'll see CM Punk join AJ Styles in the WWE Championship Double Contenders Elimination Chamber match. And it does, as right now, it's AJ Styles and CM Punk in the #1 contenders WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. Great main event between both men. We all thought Nakamura was going to get the job done. Unfortunately, Punk got the best out of the King of Strong Style. And just like that, CM Punk is in the Elimination Chamber match. As question is, will we be looking at Roman and Punk at WrestleMania in 2K26 if Punk was to win the Chamber? We'll have to wait and see. As ladies and gentlemen, good night everybody, it's AJ Styles live with Valkyria, and CM Punk has punched their tickets to Perth, Australia to be in the WWE to be in the respective Elimination Chamber matches. Good night everybody.